I was in Owerri for the 2025 edition of the Oru Owerri Festival. Now, the Oru Owerri Festival is a celebration of love, life, and oneness by people of Owerri Chise in Imo State, Nigeria. So it is celebrated annually in remembrance of the founding of Owerri by Ekwem Oha Arugo. The Oru Owerri Festival is a celebration of love, life, and oneness among the people of Owerri Chise community, that is, people that are indigenous to Owerri. Now, Owerri is in Imo State, Nigeria, and the celebration of Oru Festival is in remembrance of the founding of Owerri community. In fact, the Owerri that you know that is in Imo State, Nigeria, was founded by Ekwem Oha Arugo, and this festival is held every year, and it is held in a place called Ugwu Ekwema. Now, Ugwu Ekwema is where Ekwem Oha Arugo, the founding father of Owerri community, was buried. So every year, the people of Owerri community gather at Ugwu Ekwema to celebrate their rich heritage. They march from the Ugwu Ekwema arena where the festival is held. They march through the town, the entire town, then come back to the Ugwu Ekwema for a massive celebration of culture. The Oru Festival is celebrated every July, and one unique thing about the festival is that it is marked by the roasting and eating of yam. What you eat that day is just roasted yam, and that has significance. So let's take you through a bit of history of the founding of Owerri Chise, that is Owerri that you know today. Owerri was founded about the 14th century by Father Ekwem Oha. His mother's name was Arugo. You may have heard me mentioning Owerri and Owerri Chise. Owerri Municipal is made up of 5 villages: Umuoronjo, Amawom, Umuonyeche, Umuodo, and Umuoyima, and they are collectively known as Owerri Chise. So you see, there's a reason why this festival is celebrated at the Ugwu Ekwema, where Ekwem Oha Arugo was buried. Now, Ekwem Oha Arugo was the first son of his father. But you see, when his father died, he was not buoyant enough to bury his father. Ekwem Oha Arugo fled from Oru village, Orata, in today's Owerri North local government area of Imo State, when his life was threatened by his younger brother Ndum. The threat to his life arose over the sharing of the funeral cow slaughtered when their father Oha, the aristocrat and embodiment of royalty, died. The first son, Ekwem, was to provide the funeral cow as demanded by custom, but he did not have the means to do so. He appealed to his younger brother Ndum, popularly known as Ndumoha, to buy the cow, which of course Ndumoha did. But something happened when it came to the sharing of parts of the cow, that is the ceremonial sharing of parts of the cow after the burial of their father. The younger brothers decided that they were going to take the part that was supposed to belong to the first son. That was problem. Ndum asked for the head, heart, and other parts of the cow, which of course should, by custom, be given to the first son. And what was the reason given by Ndumoha for this request? He said he was the one that got the cow for the funeral. Ekwem Oha Arugo did not agree. He was angry. So what did he do? He left their community. His elder brother Ekwem turned down this request, and that was how the quarrel between these two brothers began. So the elders, known as Oha Orata, were invited to settle the dispute between these two brothers, and they did so by allowing tradition to prevail. Ekwem was entitled to the parts that were in dispute since he was the first son. But that resolution did not go down well with Ndum, so he planned to kill Ekwem in order to have his way, that is, to have those parts of the cow that he requested for. Now Ekwem got to know about the plot to kill him, and he fled with his family at the dead of the night to Ebu, a neighboring community. Of course, he also went along with some of his domestic assistants. Now you see, at some point he went to his sister's place to hide, but his sister heard that the younger brother might still come to that place to have him killed. So what did the sister do? She sent him out to go and hide in the thick forest, and he went there, he hid there, but at some point he now came back and he was celebrated by his people. History has it that his sister was married at Ebu, but then his sister, hearing that Ndum may trace Ekwem to Ebu and have him killed there, what she did was to take him to her house and then prepared him and asked him to continue his journey to an unknown and uninhabited land for his safety. So Ekwem and his family, including his domestic assistants, set out during the night. They arrived at the hilltop, a place now called Ugwekwema, and settled there. They heaved a sigh of relief, saying, "Owerela ihe maraya aka," meaning he has taken what is his right, or what belonged to him. He sounded the drum as he told his sister to indicate his location. His sister was happy to locate him, having heard the drum. That was how she was able to trace him to where he was. In the morning, they took their first meal together, and that is roasted yam, and they took it in a typical communion fashion, not served. So during the celebration, they thanked God for keeping their brother alive, because he was in the thick forest where you had dangerous snakes, you had cobras there, you had vipers, dangerous snakes there. The thick forest in the area was infested with dangerous animals such as lions, tigers, and snakes of all kinds like cobras and vipers. But he was saved by God. So what did they do? They celebrated him by roasting yam and then ate together as a way of thanking God for saving their brother Ekwem Oha Arugo. And that was how the eating of roasted yam came about during the Oru Festival. Today, Oru Owerri Festival is celebrated by people of Owerri community across the entire world to mark the oneness of the community to share love and to celebrate life. It is a celebration of the rich heritage of people of Owerri.